Hello, I'm Adam, and welcome to Corpse Talk, the show that brings the dead famous to life. Tonight's guest is the dueling diva whose life was stranger than fiction. It's the fencing French fugitive!
Corpse Talk! Corpse Talk! History chat about this and that. Corpse Talk! Corpse Talk! When the dead famous come to life!
It's Julie Daubigny!
Hiya! Ha ha ha! En garde!
I surrender!
Okay, Adam. You may ask me your questions now. Allez!
Thanks. So, Julie, despite being a successful opera singer and sword fighter, your larger-than-life adventures take centre stage and seem like something straight from the pages of a swashbuckling romance novel. What's with all the fighting?
It all started with my father. You see, he was the fencing master in the court of Louis XIV, the King of France,
Let's go!
and was in charge of teaching rich young boys how to fight. But he decided to teach me, too.
Oui, oui!
Oh.
One for all! And all for one!
En garde!
That's my girl.
So, not many girls became elite fencers like you.
Mais non, girls back then were supposed to act nice, stay quiet, and keep out of trouble. Pah!
Yeah, you seem to have been pretty keen on getting into trouble.
So much trouble. But it all got a bit serious when I got involved with my father's boss, Count d'Armagnac. He was already married.
Oh, bonjour.
It wasn't a good decision, and it could have been a terrible scandal. To cover it up, I had to get married to some boring old guy called Maupin, who I didn't really like.
What?
Adieu!
Au revoir?
And after him, I ran away to Marseille with the assistant fencing master, Serran, who I thought was very exciting and dangerous since he was wanted for murder.
Salut.
I guess we all go off the rails in our teens. I know I did.
Ah, oui? What did you do?
Well, this one time, I dyed my hair green.
Anyway, before long, I fell in love again. But she was the daughter of a noble family, and her parents weren't exactly thrilled. So they sent her to a nunnery to escape the scandal. But nothing can stand in the way of true love. And we made plans to run away together.
I get the idea. Rope ladder out of the window and then make a run for it. Classic.
No, more like
Oh!
I disguise myself as a nun, steal a dead body, put the body in my girlfriend's bed so they think she's died, and then burn the nunnery to the ground.
Ooh. It's a plan, I suppose. Wait for me! Still, I was right about the rope ladder. So, what happened next?
She didn't fancy life on the run with me as a wanted criminal, so she left me, and I was alone again. But not for long. I fell in love with someone else. A man I wounded in a duel and nursed back to health.
This is the most fantastical story I've ever heard. Why did you like dueling so much anyway?
Allow me to demonstrate. Ha! En garde! That means hold up your sword.
Okay.
Dueling was how most rich people in 17th century France settled arguments.
Sounds kind of stupid.
Yeah.
What?
Now, Paris. That means block my attack.
Not that this isn't fun and everything, Julie, but I'm surprised something so dangerous was allowed.
Oh, it wasn't. Dueling was totally illegal. Now, the riposte. Attack me.
Okay, you got this.
Too many people were being killed.
You don't say.
Why do you think I was on the run from the law so much? I remember there was this one famous duel at a party. I dressed as a man that night. Because why not? Then I kissed a woman Which offended 3 guys who were in love with her.
Let's do this.
So I dueled them all at once. En garde!
Did you get into trouble?
Luckily, the king had a soft spot for me and always let me go. And also, by then, I was a very popular opera singer.
That's a bit of a career change.
Well, my boyfriend got me an audition at the Opéra de Paris.
So that would have been the Comte d'Armagnac?
No,
No, Saran.
no,
Wait, sorry, the Comte d'Albert?
no. It was the famous baritone singer, Gabriel Vincent Thévenard. Try to keep up. The people of Paris loved me. Merci beaucoup. Oh. They called me La Maupin, my original married name. Merci.
But some people have suggested that not every story about your life is completely true. Did everything you just told me really happen?
Maybe it did, maybe it didn't. Let's just say you don't want to believe everything you read in your storybooks.
And in the end, you died of a broken heart when your latest girlfriend passed away.
Marie-Louise, the Marquise de Florensac, the love of my life.
Well, one of them. I can't keep up. Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to offend you.
Quel dommage! I demand satisfaction in a...
Please say a game of ping pong.
duel! En garde!
Join us again on Corpse Talk. I hope the show that brings the dead famous to life. My mom.
Corpse Talk! Corpse Talk! History chat about this and that. The Corpse Talk! Corpse Talk! When the dead famous come to life!
Yo ho ho me hearties! I be Adam, and this is Corpse Talk,
The show that brings a dead famous to life. Tonight, it's the 19th century buccaneering businesswoman who masterminded the biggest band of pirates the high seas have ever seen.
Corpse Talk! Corpse Talk! History chat about this and that. The Corpse Talk! Corpse Talk! When the dead famous come to life!
Let's all say a big ahoy there to Chug Chug.
What have you come as?
A pirate? Say hello to our guest, matey.
hello Chung Shop, I'm Matey the Parrot.
Okay, funny guy. You've got exactly 6 minutes of my precious time. Begin.
Oh, wow, you really are all business. So, okay, how did you get started in the shiver me timbers trade?
I got married
Well, that's not very Treasure Island.
to the fearsome pirate chieftain, Zheng Yi.
Ah, now that is more like it.
Zheng Yi had heard I was good at business, so he sent his men to get me.
Oh, how romantic.
He offered me a really sweet deal.
Oh, a massive pirate wedding?
A really sweet business deal. I agreed to marry Zheng Yi on the condition I was made co-commander of his fleet, and we split the profit 50-50.
Smart move.
The first of many. And this is how it worked. We had some strategic alliances with other pirate organizations. We had 6 fleets known by the color of their ships' flags.
Ooh.
And soon, our combined pirate confederation saw a 100% increase in the pirating market share of the South China Sea.
Meaning?
We robbed a lot of ships and stole all their stuff.
Oh, yeah. Well, I guess it was all plain sailing from there on in.
I haven't heard that one before. But unfortunately not. In 1807, my husband Zheng Yi drowned in a typhoon.
Oh, that's terrible.
Yes, very bad for business. And Zheng's adopted son, Zhang Baozai, was meant to inherit the whole business. Not me. So I had to deal with him.
Oh, I know this one. You made him walk the plank.
Even worse, we got married.
You married your stepson.
It was good for business. We had nearly 2,000 ships and 80,000 pirates under our command. Now that's what I call a successful partnership.
Wow, so many pirates. It must have been mayhem.
We ran a very tight ship, actually.
Oh, that's right, me hearties. It's time for the pirate training video.
Hey!
Hi, and welcome aboard this Pirate Confederation ship. To ensure optimum plundering performance, all pirates will observe the following rules. Rule number 1. Anyone carrying out pirate raids not officially approved by me will have their head cut off. Rule number 2. Anyone not sharing their treasure will have their head cut off. Rule number 3. Anyone caught running away from a fight.
Oh, let me guess. They'll have their head cut off.
Actually, Adam, in that case, we'd chop off their ears and pass them around, so everyone could tell them what a coward they were.
So, just to be totally clear, your pirates never had parrots on their shoulders, they didn't sing yo-ho-ho, and you didn't even bury your treasure?
The only thing I buried were my business rivals. I was running an operation. There were accounts to check, healthcare to organize. Plus, by now, the Chinese emperor was on my back 24/7. The emperor was annoyed that we were stealing so many of his ships. But to be honest, his sailors were pretty scared of us.
Can't think why.
Most of them ran away, and the rest joined us and became pirates.
They what now?
Rule number 4. Any captured Navy sailors who don't want to join the Pirate Confederation will have their feet nailed to the deck.
You know, I've always wanted to be a pirate.
Ruthless.
Thank you. You got to be.
So what happened to your pirate business in the end?
The Emperor did his own deals with those pesky Europeans to stop us. And eventually, they trapped us in Dongyong Bay. It was bad news. And in my line of work, you've got to know when your time's up. So, I just walked into a government office and surrendered.
No way. I bet this is all a big pirate trick and you nailed all their ears to their desks or something.
Actually, there were no tricks. I negotiated a full pardon for me. I kept most of my treasure. And my husband became an officer in the Imperial Navy.
Hey!
The rest of the pirates had the option of either joining the Navy or becoming farmers.
Amazing. So what happened to the...
We're done here.
Hey,
Your 6 minutes are up.
what are you doing?
Stealing your stuff. Remember, I am a pirate. So long, loser.
Wow, I've never been plundered by a real pirate before. Thanks, I guess. Well, that's all we have time for. Join me next time on Corpse Talk, the show that brings the dead famous to life. Oh, not the camera as well.
Corpse Talk. History chat about this and that. The Corpse Talk. Where the dead famous come to life.
Hello, I'm Adam, and welcome to Corpse Talk, the show that brings a dead famous to life. Tonight's guest travelled the world, delivering a welcome taste of home to the sick and wounded. It's the hostess with the mostess, the happy hotelier who healed on the battlefield.
Corpse Talk. History chat about this and that. The Corpse Talk. Where the dead famous come to life.
Please welcome Mary Seacole.
Adam, my lovely boy. How have you been? Are you eating enough? You look a bit under the weather.
We've literally never met before. Although I do have a bit of a sniffle, actually. How did you know?
I've looked after enough sick folk in my time to know these things. Also, you have a great big green bogey just dangling there.
Sorry. Thanks. So, Mary Seacole, how did you become such a friendly people person?
Oh, that's easy when you grow up in a hotel like I did. I was born in Jamaica in 1805. My father was Scottish, serving there in the British Army. And my Jamaican mother ran Blundell Hall, one of the finest hotels in the capital, Kingston. Some of the British soldiers got ill with tropical diseases. So Mom would use traditional Jamaican medicine made from herbs and flowers to help treat them. They called her a doctress, and I used to copy her.
I need more cold flannels here.
I need more stuff in here. Don't panic, but some of your stitching has come loose.
Ooh, before this all gets too much, let's cut back to the studio, shall we? It's time for Mary's Medicines!
Mary's Medicines!
We challenge Mary Seacole to mix us up a traditional remedy for aches and pains. So, Mary, what's cooking?
I'm going to mix you up a tonic that will have you on your feet in no time. It's an incredible mixture, like me.
That's right. You are half Jamaican and half Scottish.
I was what we call Creole, and I was very proud of my roots. Speaking of which, pass me the ginger root, please.
Roots. See what you did there.
Thanks.
But did being mixed race make things difficult for you?
Yes, it did. There were still some very unfair rules.
Like you not being allowed to inherit anything when your father died?
Yes, but actually, I came across racism more when I started to travel the world. There, all done.
Oh, lovely.
It's a bit dry. That's because you're supposed to dissolve it in warm water.
Better cut to the next flashback.
Roll up, roll up. Get your genuine Jamaican pickles here. Spice up your life with a little Caribbean cuisine.
Wow, you had quite the sales patter. I can't believe you came all the way to England by yourself when you were still only a teenager.
Well, a little like you. I'd caught a bug, a travel bug. But before I had more foreign adventures, I returned to Jamaica, got married, and moved back to Blundell Hall to help my mum run it.
So now you'd settled down and business was going well. Life must have been pretty sweet.
It was. But then my husband died. Then my mother. And then, can you believe it? The hotel burned down. And all in the same year.
Oh, Mary, that's a lot to go through.
It was. But I dusted myself down and rebuilt the hotel better than ever. What's more, those tough times prepared me for what was to come. A dreadful disease called cholera, and nobody knew how to treat it. But using what my mother taught me, I tried everything I could to make the poor souls feel a little better.
They were so lucky to have you. But soon you left Jamaica again for new adventures, didn't you?
That's right. I embarked on the greatest journey of my life, all the way to the Crimea.
A war? Most people would do anything to avoid this.
Yes, that's right. But when I heard about all these poor young boys fighting on the front line, I just had to sell up and get here as soon as I could. Plus, this was the perfect spot for my brand new business, the British Hotel.
Another hotel? Here?
Well, it was more like a general store crossed with a restaurant, I guess. But it gave the soldiers somewhere to rest their weary bones.
But you were in a war zone. It must have been pretty basic.
More caviar, officers.
Bit weird to be living the high life in the middle of a battle, isn't it?
Maybe, but I was running this whole show by myself. The more I sold to the rich officers, the more I could help the ordinary soldiers who needed it. But then, disaster struck.
Oh no! Look! Was the hotel blown up?
Worse, peace was declared.
And that was bad?
Look around. No war means no one to sell all this stuff to.
Oh.
I was ruined.
Now, things may have looked grim for Mary, but while she tells us how she got back on her feet, I'll be trying to stay on mine. All I have to do is match Mary's hosting skills on the battlefield, complete the interview, and deliver her a drink. Sounds easy. It's Hotel Havoc!
Hotel Havoc, Hotel Havoc.
So, Mary, what happened after you lost everything?
I moved to London to find the most amazing thing had happened. Look out!
I'm good. Go on.
Well, my wartime exploits had been reported in the newspaper, and lots of people wanted to help raise money for me.
Wow, that's terrific.
I lived out my days in comfort and even wrote a book all about my adventures. Still available in all good bookshops, by the way.
Always selling, Mary. I'll drink to that.
Oh, you poor love. You rest up. I can close the show. Thanks to his guest, me, Mary C. Call. Join this nice young man next time for more Corpse Talk.
The show that brings the dead famous to life.